From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for touchback.
Go! Bring it.
Yellow! 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
Let's get it together. Hey, Mike, orbit. 51. Hey, we got to get this started.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Purcell. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Check 99. Check 99. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Bang, 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 bang.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
56 to Mike, boys. Check 56.
On second down, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's got his tight end fan, and he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 14, Chiefs nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nicole Hardman, 33 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and it's places like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they create some nice space for him.
The throw is locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And a reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
30 base.
Check 56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Hey, Zoo.
56.
5.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. They'll let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this guy.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Oh, and this is going to wind up as safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but it's still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's not going to get me. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Ready? Throwing on second and 8. Block. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, here we go.
Hey, wahoo! Lead grip.
A final shot before half for Locke. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't got nothing.
Let's go.
They're going with Lindsey. And this is going to come up well. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teamates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
The same maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Ronan. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lax throw caught by Sutton. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, it's Lindsay. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
53 is mine. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. All day.
Get it.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
15-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Deuce. 61. Matchbox lights. Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Topper! Deep rip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The kick by McManus is good. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The start of the ground of the field. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let's set a tone.
Mahomes hit gets the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20, 10, 5, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
I got you.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
On the ready.
Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shoot.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 on time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yellow.
Charlie, watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for KC, 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
Yellow.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Set. 30 base.
Check 56. Here we go.
Right. Snap.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he is going to have the first down, and that is good. Suck the life right out of this crowd.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Broncos.
Ready, set.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
$56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Night, sweetheart. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming after you.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a